I searched everywhere. I looked through hundreds of files, searched through my text messages. I even looked everywhere in my wardrobe, but I just couldn't find where I asked for your opinion.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, where I scour the internet and I look for situations where I can offer my unsolicited opinions and advice, whichever is applicable. I scoured, but this is from a previous scouring, event where we're back at slate.com, Dear Prudence, because this doesn't come up enough. I haven't read the whole scenario. This doesn't come up enough. I'm excited that this is coming up. Here we go. Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, non-drinking friend. See? That doesn't come up enough. In my circle of girlfriends at university, X and I are the only ones from a Muslim background in a group of mostly white girls. Oh. X is not a practicing Muslim and drinks. Okay? X is not a practicing Muslim and drinks. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Okay. X comes from a Muslim background, not a practicing Muslim, and X drinks. Boom. Okay. I don't drink. But I'm not much of a practicing Muslim either. However, every time we are in a group, I feel excluded because X makes almost all conversations about drinking. Okay? While I enjoy socializing with my friends, whether we are out for drinks or coffee, I lose interest and have nothing to contribute in a conversation about drinks. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. I don't know if there's a conversation anybody has nothing to contribute. I think that's not true. I think if we're talking about drinking, then the conversation can be about drinking. You have a position on drinking even if you don't drink. So I don't know if there's nothing to contribute when they're talking about drinking. She has also, that's right, it's women. She has also told me on a few occasions that she is not interested in religion. Okay. I mean, so what is happening? So you're not going to talk about religion? Good. And they're talking about drinking and you feel like, for some reason, you don't have anything to contribute. Okay. I find it surprising. I don't find it surprising at all because I have never brought up these topics. Oh. And I am quietly figuring out things for myself. I know that's right. Okay, I'm not going to tell you about religion. I'm trying to figure out my own things. Like, okay, easy. All right. I feel judged and like X either wants to bother me or that she is insecure. Am I mistaking X's intentions? I picked up on the insecurities a while back. Like, if the only thing we're doing is talking about drinks, I find that anytime somebody only is talking about one thing, I just want you to broaden your scope of conversation. And having a group of friends, I find it odd that... Okay, let's see. Every time we are in a group, I feel excluded because X makes almost all conversations about drinking. So she decides what the conversations are. She and she alone, among your group of friends, dictates what the conversation is, and everybody just follows suit. Is that what's happening? That sounds weird. Is it just X that is interested in talking about nothing but drinking? Because if everybody else is keeping up with the conversation and I mean, how much can you talk about drinking? Like, is it all the time, every time? Like, what? I guess I don't know what you mean when you say drinking. Do you mean drinks? Or do you mean, I don't know if okay, conversations about drinking. I don't even know what that means. So are we talking about the past time we was drinking? The last time we got together and we was drinking? Are we talking about the drinking we planning on doing? Like, I don't... So it sounds like you're bothered by it. You need to address it. You need to let her know that the way your life is set up is you're figuring things out for your own self. And whether she drinks or doesn't drink is really on her. But the obsessive component and the constant talking about it is over fucking kill. Like, you can reel it in. You can reel it in, Malika. Right? Reel it in. Like, are there no other things that you are interested in that you can talk about in a social setting that is engaging? No other things. I do think you're insecure. And I think she's insecure. I think a lot of people are insecure. I don't know if that is a thing that you can, like, I don't know. I feel judged. Whether you are being judged or not is irrelevant. You are, like, the judgment you're putting on yourself seems to be what needs to be your focal point. Okay? I feel judged, and like either X wants to bother me or that she is insecure. I don't think she's doing it. I don't think Malika's drinking or constant talking about drinking is about you at all, sweet pea. I think that she's got some things going on in her life where that's her social topic that I guess connects her with people and makes socializing easier and smoother. And, you know, is she doing it to bother you? I highly doubt it. I think you should mention it to her. Hey, Malika, you trying to fuck with me? Like, you don't want to talk about religion? I never said nothing to you about religion. But when we go out and you constantly talk about drinking, you know I don't drink. Like, are you intentionally trying to exclude me? So, like, I'm trying to figure out where we are in this friendship, because it seems like there's something going on. And if it's one-sided, then it's good to know that. So it's good to know if you intentionally try to fuck with me or if you're just going through whatever you're going through and this is what it looks like because, you know, I got my own things going on, so this is what it looks like to me. You can have that conversation with her, and that way you'll know. You'll know for sure. Because it's, oh, y'all are at the university. Currently, you all are at college age. Yeah, I think it's important for people to have those conversations with each other and not expect. I think the key to having non-confrontational conversations is in not expecting it to be a confrontation. I think when you role play these conversations in your mind, make sure you're dialoguing with the other person and not that don't assume that they're going to have a combative stance or that they're going to have a problem with what you're saying. You know, you can always role play it. I like to best case scenario all the things. So, best case scenario, you and Malika have this conversation and you guys open up to one another and you guys, have a conversation that is satisfying and, endearing to you all's relationship. And maybe the both of you will walk away with a lot of clarity because you have a conversation about, the appearance of, fucking with you. All right, so that was, first of all, I wish I had pre-read it because I didn't think that that's where it was going at all. At all. I don't know. Non-drinking friend. So she's the non-drinking friend, and then somebody else in her, another woman in her group, used to be Muslim, is no longer Muslim and drinks. And she's not really practicing. She's figuring it all out, but in the midst of figuring it all out, she's still not drinking. And but see, this is what I'm saying. Is it all Malika does talk about drinking, or is everybody talking about drinking? But you're hypersensitive because it's Malika, who you have an expectation to not drink, even though she's clearly made it the case she's drinking. She drinks. She's not Muslim and she drinks. I don't know, what else you want from her? Yeah, so is it everybody? Or is it you just because I'm like, you're the only one who doesn't drink. Yeah, I would definitely have a conversation. I don't know if you should have it with just I guess it's a thing to have it just you and Malika, even though it's it's happening in a group. You know what I mean? I personally, when it was happening in the group, in the moment that Malika is constantly talking about drinking, as soon as she starts up on another drinking, right? I would have the conversation. Malika. I would start the conversation right on up. Right then and there. And let the other people who are involved. And see, that's why I'm like, is it fair to just have the conversation with Malika? If other people are engaged in the conversation with Malika about drinking, then I feel like it's really something you can talk to the group about, right? Like, hey, you guys, I know it's pretty square of me not to be a drinker, and I'm, yes, I'm cool. But the obsessive talking about the drinking, can we reel it in? Can we just are there others? I'm sure. I would like to get to know you in a different capacity. I would like to see, hear about more than just, your drinking escapades. So can we broaden our conversation topics and bases? Can there be, can we have an adventure topic? Can we have I don't know, academic topics? What do you guys want to be? What are your hopes and dreams? You know what I mean? I feel like if you want to address that, then that's a fair thing to address. And I feel like, that's an accommodatable request. It's not a request that if it's not honored, I don't know how you're doing it if you're hanging out with people who you feel like you don't have anything to contribute to the conversation. I feel like you do. I feel like you do have things to contribute to the conversation. And I think any conversation, anyone can contribute. Okay? So I feel like if you decide to start contributing your non-drinking perspective into the conversation, then you will be engaged in the conversation. Or, have the talk with them. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. It's Wednesday. I've got it in. Thank you so much for joining me. We will see you next Monday on another episode of Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah. Much success to us all.